Welcome to the experiment of refrigeration and air conditioning. Here is Professor Lakshman Mani. This is a video session on virtual visit of central air conditioning system. In this session, you will be able to explain need of central air conditioning system, working and components of central air conditioning system. Air conditioning means to supply and maintain desirable internal atmospheric conditions for human comfort and product, irrespective of external conditions. It is simultaneous control of temperature, humidity, motion and purity of air inside a closed space. In air conditioning system, properties of moist air control are temperature, which is maintained by cooling or heating coil of heat exchanger. Humidity, that is moisture content of air, is maintained by use of dew point temperature of the cooling coil. Motion means circulation and movement of air is controlled by use of mechanical fan or blower system at the air handling unit. It pushes the conditioned air towards the cooling space through supply duct. Cleanliness means purity. Depending upon the air purity requirements, filter controls higher or lower particle, viruses, bacteria, odors, etc. According to the arrangement of equipment used, air conditioning systems are classified as unitary air conditioning system, means packaged air conditioning system where all of the basic components are assembled in the factory. For example, room air conditioner. Capacity of unitary air conditioning system is in the range of 0.15 to 3 TR. Central air conditioning systems are used when more than one room in the same building are to be air conditioned. Capacity of central air conditioning system is above 25 TR. In small homes, offices and other places, window air conditioners and split air conditioners are used. However, when the cooling loads are extremely high, such as in multiplexes, shopping malls, multi-story buildings, hospitals, hotels, in such cases, central air conditioning system is used. The central air conditioning systems are installed away from building called central air conditioning plant, where water or air is to be cooled. This cooled air is not directly supplied to the building rooms because of longer distance between evaporator and cooling space. In such cases, the duct systems are used to carry the cooled air from the air conditioning equipment for the proper distribution of cooled air to the rooms. It carries also the return air from the rooms back to the air conditioning equipment for recirculation. In case of central air conditioning system, heat transfer takes place in a steps. Let us understand with the help of block diagram. Here is a primary refrigerant circuit in the hypercompression refrigeration system. It is connected to the chilled water circuit and cooling water circuit. These three circuits together form a device called as chiller. Chilled water circuit produces cooling effect by which air is cooled and it is distributed by using air handling unit to the different rooms by using duct and at the end grille or diffuser. Heat absorbed from the chilled water circuit by the refrigerant is rejected to the cooling water circuit. This cooling water circuit rejects heat to the atmosphere by using the device called as cooling tower. Thus, heat is transferred from the room air to the atmospheric air. In central air conditioning system, there are mainly three types of heat transfer circuits. Refrigerant circuit containing refrigerant as a R410, chilled water circuit containing water as a secondary refrigerant. Cooling water circuit carries water for cooling of condenser water. These three circuits forms a device called as chiller. The major component of chiller is a VCRS system which consists of compressor, condenser expansion valve and evaporator. This is a refrigerant circuit. It produces very low temperature at the evaporator and high temperature at the condenser. Evaporator consists of chilled water circuit which is connected to the air handling unit. So, water is cooled at 7 degrees Celsius at the evaporator, a VCRS system, and it is supplied to the cooling coil of air handling unit. After circulation in the air handling unit, this water is returning at 12 degrees Celsius to the evaporator of refrigerant circuit. Fresh air from the outside is passing over the cooling coil in the air handling unit, and this air is cooled at 13 degrees Celsius, which is further supplied to the different rooms by using duct arrangement. Heat absorbed from the chilled water is taken by the cooling water circuit water at 36 degrees Celsius, and it is rejected to the atmospheric air in the cooling tower. This water is returning at 32 degrees Celsius to the condenser. So this is cooling water circuit. Let us see components of central air conditioning system. It mainly consists of chiller, which comprises compressor, condenser, expansion valve, evaporator, air handling unit, duct, diffuser, grille, and cooling tower. Chiller used in central air conditioning system. Function of chiller is to move heat from one location to other location. It is major and big size element of central air conditioning system. As compressor is large noise producing component, chillers are located away from the occupant place, normally in the basement of building. Chiller has vapor compression refrigeration system which use refrigerant 410 as a primary refrigerant. Evaporator is of shell and tube side, where the tube side carries refrigerant as a primary refrigerant R410A, and shell side carry chilled water inside the shell. Condenser is here of shell and tube type. In this, it carries refrigerant 410 on shell side and water on tube side. Expansion valve used here is a thermostatic expansion valve which reduces the temperature of liquid refrigerant from the condenser and passing to the evaporator. Compressor used in the chiller is scroll or screw type. So at evaporator, water coming from air handling unit is cooled at shell side by the refrigerant, that is cooled refrigerant, that is R410, which is passing on the tube side. So this chilled water is going to the air handling unit. Evaporator used here is a shell and tube type. Evaporator acts as a heat exchanger. In a vessel form large number of tubes that can be formed into bundles. The tube bundle is mounted within a steel shell and end caps are fitted to both ends of the shell. So here tube carry a refrigerant from the inlet to outlet, which is coming from the expansion valve R410A. This refrigerant is a cold refrigerant. When it is passing along the tube, then it comes in a contact of water on a shell side, which is coming from the air handling unit. So this water is getting cooled by the refrigerant, and this chilled water is passing to the air handling unit. Air handling unit is usually installed on the roof of the buildings. It plays a major role of filtration and control the quality of the air, control of the temperature and relative humidity for greater indoor comfort. Air handling unit mainly consists of cooling coil, heating coil, supply air duct, return air duct, mixing unit, outdoor air damper, return air damper, outdoor temperature sensor, and fan or blower. In air handling unit, temperature of the conditioned space is maintained at 24 degrees Celsius. So this air, by absorbing the heat of occupant, is get warm. So this warm air is carried via return air duct. This air is at 28 degrees Celsius. Here outside air, that is a fresh air, which is at approximately 36 degrees Celsius, is mixed with return air in the mixing box. After filtration, this air is passing over the cooling coil, which carries chilled water. Thus, the air is getting cooled at 18 degrees Celsius. Such conditioned air is supplied by using supply air duct to the conditioned space. As a duct, the internal surface of the air conditioning duct is entirely constructed of aluminium. So here are two types of duct: supply duct, which carries air from air handling unit to the room, and return air grille, which collects warm air which is being used from the air, and this air is carried by using return air duct to the air handling unit. So return air duct carries warm air from the room to the AHU, where this air is cooled at 18 degrees Celsius, and such cooled air from the AHU is supplied again to the air conditioned space by using supply air duct. From the AHU, this air is carried via supply duct. At the end, there are ceiling air diffuser of square or round shape, which provides the cooled air to the location or room inside space. In the condenser, heat of water which is being cooled at evaporator in which the chilled water which is going to the air handling unit. So this heat is absorbed by refrigerant R410A on shell side. So this heat absorbed from the chilled water by the refrigerant is rejected into the condenser tube side, which carries water as a cooling medium. So this water get warm. So this warm water at 36 degrees Celsius goes to the cooling tower for the heat rejection purpose to the atmospheric air. Here condenser is used of shell and tube type, which hot refrigerant carries on a shell side. So hot refrigerant passes over the tubes, and tube carries water, that is a cooling water. So water line from condenser, that is warm water line, it comes to the cooling tower unit for the heat rejection purpose. This hot water is allowed to fall down, which comes in a contact of air which is forced in upward direction. So here is a heat exchange take place between the air and water. Thus this air is getting warm and heat is rejected to the atmospheric air. In turn, water is get cooled. This cooled water is returning to the condenser at 32 degrees Celsius. So water from cooling tower is returned to the condenser tube side. So here heat from the chilled water circuit is absorbed by the primary refrigerant and is rejected to the cooling water circuit. So in this chiller and vapor compression refrigeration system, heat is pumped from the low temperature to high temperature by using a mechanical device as a compressor. So compressor use or type of compressor used in vapor compression refrigeration system is decided based on chiller capacity. Chiller capacity is in the range of 50 TR to 250 TR as shown here. Here are the different types of compressors used in central air conditioning system. So this is a screw compressor which is rotary positive displacement type. In this, refrigerant moves axially and radially with the rotation of rotor. Screw compressor has 3 to 4 lobes which are rotating. Centrifugal compressor which is used in case of high flow rate and low pressure ratio. Centrifugal compressor mainly consists of impeller, diffuser ring and volute casing. Scroll compressor, which is rotary positive displacement type compressor. Compression here is taking place by orbiting motion of scroll, in which one scroll is fixed and other is orbiting, means moving. Expansion valve, which regulates the temperature of evaporator to a precise value. It controls quantity of refrigerant flowing between the condenser and the evaporator. As it works on superheating quality of the vapor, it is also called as constant superheat valve. So at the end of this session, you can explain need of central air conditioning system, working and components of central air conditioning system. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.